Danny Flexen for Seconds Out here with Too Slick Chris Congo. Chris, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you? Yeah.
I'm good, thank you, yeah. We're here at McGuigan's gym in London. Obviously, Shane McGuigan is based here with his stable of fighters. And there's a very good reason that you're here as well. Do you want to tell us what that is?
Yeah, I've recently signed over with Cyclone Promotions and now training with Shane McGuigan, so that's why I'm here.
Before we talk about your reasons for signing with them, and I'm sure there are many, tell us how it feels to know that such a big stable, such an esteemed trainer like Shane were interested in you initially.
I think it all came about with the sparring with Josh Taylor. I started sparring Josh Taylor, I think it was about 2 weeks before my fight on their show. So started sparring with him, and he was fighting a few more weeks into the month. So yeah, we were sparring for about 4 or 5 weeks into camp, and yeah, they just needed that sort of work and high pace that I had. And yeah, ever since then I've been coming back and forth for camps for Josh Taylor, and then now I'm here.
What do you think this environment can offer you that you perhaps weren't getting before you made the switch?
I think just being more professional in sort of things with S&C. I wasn't really getting much S&C because my old coach was more of the old school type, so it was more bag work, sparring and stuff, and just more technical stuff that I see that Shane does. And yeah, just there's a few things, but it will all come to plan when I'm back in the ring.
Talking about getting back in the ring, how do you see the rest of this year panning out for you? Obviously, last fight was a 6-rounder. Are you looking at stepping up to 8-rounders or even area title kind of level soon?
Yeah, 100%. I want to get a title win at least by the end of the year. Definitely either English or go for an international or intercontinental title. I'm looking to get something under my belt. 100% I want to move up to 8s and 10 rounders. It's just a matter of time. I thought I was supposed to fight for an 8-rounder in my last fight, but it didn't happen. So we just went on with a 6-rounder, and from that, I mean, I got good exposure, which is good. But as long as I got the rounds in, that's the main thing.
Who do you see as being the big fights for you further down the road domestically?
Domestically, I mean, I'm only looking at myself at the moment, just bettering myself. I'm not looking at anyone else at the moment. I've just come into the top 15, and if you're talking about like top 10 stuff, you're talking guys like Johnny Garton, Tamuka and them guys, and that's obviously who I'm looking to aim. But right now I'm just focusing on myself and just focusing on better and having a stronger bond with Shane McGuigan.
And you mentioned your sparring with Josh Taylor was something that first brought you to the attention of Shane McGuigan and to Cyclone. That must be a big boost for your career as well, to have sparring, as you will going forward, with someone who, although the weight below, is on the fringes of world class now.
Yeah, 100%. Even my last interview I done with, I think it was Behind the Gloves or something, I mentioned that I believe Josh Taylor is a world-class athlete, and I believe he will win a world title. So yeah, it's good to be mixing it with people like him, and also just have people like George Groves around that's been there and done it and is present in the game at the moment. And it's always good to have that sort of environment around you, and that's what you need to obviously elevate to the top.
Who would you say so far, I know you haven't been here long, but who would you say you're closest to in the gym out of the other boxers?
I wouldn't say anyone at the moment. It's only been like a week and a bit, so yeah, but sooner or later, someone will draw close. In every gym anyway, you're always close with that one person, 1 or 2 people. But here I've just joined, so I couldn't say any names.
And you talked about your focus being on bettering yourself. What areas of your game do you think you still need to improve on? What are the main areas to focus on for you?
Loads of things. There's always improvement on the ring craft, even just the basics 1, 2 and stuff. There's loads of errors that I'm doing at the moment that is getting corrected, but I'm a person, I think, because I've done it from young, I pick up things very quickly, and I've noticed that myself. And even when I first started boxing, when I was watching the older guys skipping, I never knew how to skip. So the way I learnt was just watching the feet and then going through it myself. So I picked it up quickly, and I was good at jumping rope. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's just about learning and building what I need to build on.
Brilliant. Well, we wish you the best of luck with the rest of the year. Thank you, Chris.
Yes.